Greetings, ladies and gentle players. It's another wonderful Friday. This is June of 2024, making it a wonderful day for the basics. I am over here on OGS. I think I'm on a 5 or 6Q account right now. Probably the last game at 6Q, to be honest. And I thought I would find me a nice relaxing game on the OGS server. Did a Bordon, I want to say, game last week, so like to switch it up and make sure the queues get some relative content as well. Or not relative, relatable content, the other R word.
Spiel gestartet.
Alright, got a game with lovely little 6Q. Double check and make sure. I manually put up a challenge. When I do that, be careful I'm not getting... Alright, I'm not getting sniped. They play regularly. Sounds good. Let's see. 4434 seems fine. Obviously, they're going to approach. We can decide if we're going to back off one, back off small knight, go ahead and do a pincer. Whatever you want to do is completely a-okay. I'll back off small knight right now. I don't think I did that last time. Pincering, I do miss pincering, but pincering gets into a lot of complicated fighting. And complicated fighting is a very, very easy way of just like throwing basics like flat out the window. This is pretty straightforward. Right now, I have to decide if I'm strong or weak, and that will determine what I'm going to play here. Like right now, I can be like, I think I'm weak, so I'm just going to go ahead and connect. Or I'd be like, I think I'm a little bit strong here, so I think I can attack Atari. Why can I do that? Well, I got a bunch of stones here. It's 3-3 my turn. So I should be solid here. Is this apparently a bad shape move? No, it's not. So, okay. It looks like I should be able to get away with this. Now, if I play here, I can do some things. Potentially. So I'm going to go ahead and play this way instead. Threaten to Atari and surround. And then we're just going to go ahead and take a nice big move, just like so. I have Sente again. We can play that one there. That would be absolutely fantastic. Could enclose, that's fine too. As long as you're going corner, side, center, you're probably okay. Let's just, I'll approach on the inside, why not? And then let's start highlighting some big moves for my opponent and see which ones they actually get. So I'm going to do this in red today, because usually when it's mine, it's always in blue. So they probably want to approach. They probably at some point want to get an extension from their enclosure. They'll at some point want to solidify against a 3-3, and that's about the only big moves. I suppose the turn here too. All of those are nice big moves for my opponent. Right now, I can go ahead and take away one of those big moves from my opponent, so I will go ahead and do so. A new move has revealed itself because I intentionally left the 3-3 behind to show that that is a move that my opponent can now decide to play. I probably wouldn't have played it immediately, because right now we're kind of 3-on-1. AI doesn't like you leaving 3-on-1, but the traditional way of thinking is 3-on-1. They probably have a pretty good advantage in the corner. So you gain nothing by like double downing and just trying to live here, live small, things like that. So I'm going to take a base, make sure the left side doesn't also get in trouble. He's going to want to kick me or go over at some point. He didn't do either of those, which is unfortunate. So I could defend myself and prioritize going against the corner, but let's just make sure that this group is 100% fine. Let's go and attach. This way, we're nice and solid. He'll descend. I'll extend up. He'll extend again. Now, normally, I would have probably played that here. Because this is just a bit of a better a position now, as you can see. It's larger. This isn't too terrible. Now, this is still just one corner. There's a wide open corner, free and clear here. Let's go ahead and take the enclosure. I'm also going to adjust this slightly. I would rather him not playing normally here. Because if he approaches normally, we just kick and pincer and that gets awkward. Alright, that's no longer a thing. Instead, he probably wants to make sure I can't go away somewhere. He probably wants to shoulder hit to expand. Not really seeing any other large moves, really. But it's my turn, so, well, you know, if I have an enclosure, why not get an extension for the enclosure, right? That seems pretty straightforward. We can also expand, and this is probably the move I would normally play when I'm playing full strength, because he's going to answer this one, because the jump exists. And if he answers it with this, we can jump for free here, because it threatens to connect again. So I can probably get here into here in Sente, and then take this, which is pretty good. But we'll just go in here and see if he gets a larger move instead. Ba-da-dum. Ooh, well, he's dove in to an area where I'm strong. So, wablam goes the kick, and wapow goes the pincer. Make sure he doesn't get an eye to speak of. This group is completely safe, doesn't have anything to worry about. Take his big move away. The AI prefers the small knight. I still don't care. So he can't do that one. Maybe he can do a shorter extension over in here somewhere. But he also probably wants to turn and make sure that I can't keep putting pressure on his group. And he wants to obviously play urgent before big, so I would definitely prioritize the cap before a large move like the expand, because now he's just told me to kill him. I can lean here, get strength, go for a surround, try to kill everything. Lean here, maybe poke here first, then surround perfectly. He's fully surrounded and needs to live. Can he do that? I honestly don't know. There's a non-zero chance he just drops dead. That is unfortunate. This move is gone. So yeah, if I play here, I'm committing to killing him. If I play here, I have to kill. And they're at the very least, they're gonna be completely surrounded. There's no getting around that. Because I'm not gonna do it, so I'm gonna show you. Like, they defend here, right? And then no matter what they play next, they're going to be surrounded. Whether or not they can live here, you don't really even care at that point, because let's say I give all of this away. That's still quite a lot of influence that I'm threatening here, right? Now, I wouldn't do that. I'd go back and reduce the bottom, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Back to game. Hello? Back to game. Thank you. So what are we going to do instead? Let's take his big move away. This should get him out of harm's way. If he surrounds me, I have to push and cut. It's unfortunate, but if he tries to run away with a small knight, that is just wrong on a very basic fundamental level, so I will push and cut him. At 6Q, you should know better. Like, you're halfway to 1-don at that point. You're halfway to 1-don. So if you're doing things like running weak groups with small knights, then yeah, you're gonna die, and you deserve to die. Because to get to 1-don, you've got to not do that kind of thing. Push and cut's irrelevant, so we can go ahead and play a small knight. He wants to die. Alright. Now, maybe they know who they are playing, because Rough Go is not exactly a hidden count right now. But you might notice I said the turn is a big move. I didn't say the small knight is a big move. And small knights, that we just finished talking about, can be pushed and cut, can't they? They can be pushed and cut. Because if the Atari's down, 2 stones are dead if he tries to kill me. And if he doesn't, we just turn and we're connected up to K17. So yeah, the turn is a big move. The large knight is an overplay. You're running with a small knight. If you're running with a small knight, you gotta make sure that someone ain't gonna just like go in and start stabbing. It's like, yeah, okay, I see I can just put this blade right neatly into your ribs, right? Yeah, right in between there. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're gonna push and cut it. We're gonna push and cut it. Gotta pay attention to shape. Pay attention to the shape. Got attention to the shape. So now, yeah, small knight. Not complicated to know. We teach small knights can be cut to, and this is true, DDKs. So now he has not 1, but 2 weak groups. This is how you die. And it's not because white's doing anything complicated. You ran with a small knight, so you got cut, now you're dying. Like, it's that simple. And now he's giving me Sente. Alright, I'm going to give away Sente back because this is unfortunate. So I'm going to defend, even though I don't have to. Because obviously, like right now, let's be real. Right now, you just play some stupid cap and you're fine. I don't even care if it kills him at this point. Or if you really wanted to be a jerk, you can go back and do this, right? Okay. So I don't have much territory though. That's the problem here. Like you might be looking at this game like, isn't black ahead? Yeah, unfortunately when your opponent is creating groups that should be dead. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't kill them sometimes you'll be behind. It's just a question of how hard is it to know what they're doing is bad. Here, giving away Sente, they're behind enemy lines with no eyes. We all know that's not good, you know? Tell you what, maybe I can revive this and it'll be a easy game again. So I'm going to shoulder hit and threaten to revive. This will proc an instant response from this group. And then I'll just revive this one. And it's not the end of the world anymore. Might be the end of the world. I can still connect? No? There's nowhere for the... I mean... Okay. I thought for sure once I leaned here, I'd be like, oh, I'm being capped. Time to get out and do something, right? But they're not. Instead, you can see the small knight. Something's dead. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, the clamp just kills. Now you could go and just do a cut. Why not? But if you can read the clamp, you're better off. You're in a much better position in the game if you can read that a clamp exists. So I didn't want to kill my opponent. I try really, really hard not to. But they're trying to create 2 weak groups simultaneously while taking 6 lines of territory. And it's just, and taking the corner in the upper left. And it's just, you want everything, but you can't have everything. You can't take, what is it? 6 times, what is this even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a lot of points. And you're also trying to take my corner. And then the one area that I tried to develop, you said I can't develop it, so you create a new weak group there. but you already had one. So it's just, you know, it's just too much. Technically, you can play here. Because they play here, they do this one, you just do this one to this one. Like, whatever you want to do, it's fine. I'll play here. It's safer. It would have connected. Now I gave him a chance to, I've given them a chance to cut me, which could be a problem. But yeah, here into here, it just works. It just works, right? Here, here, into here.
Yoyomi.
And then, yeah. Go ahead and take that. Why not? So we'll go and play this. I can connect technically, because his next move, Atari, connect Atari. Or we can play this one. I'm going to do this one just to show it, because this one can be very easy to miss. So we'll play here. He's going to go left, but we can Hane, so we're okay. Or if you miss the Hane, you could technically do this one too. It's ugly, like extremely ugly, but it gets the job done. Like, what's he going to do? This one? How does he block you? You know? Can't quite do it. Like, even there is there. I have to be careful here, though. Wouldn't want to do that one. But you're fine. That said, we're going to Hane. And since I'm showing things, if I had played here, that's what I was referring to. So he's trying to net me to try to kill me. So obviously we're going to come out. We will connect, nice and solid. Technically right now, if you wanted to find a way to live, you could do it this way. Because if he plays here, can't connect. So if you get into a capture race, you got that one pretty free. There's no chance to kill this. He's just dead. So yeah, right now he would have to... I don't even know what he would have to do. Maybe play this one. Well, then you're not surrounded, so it's like, meh. Let's go ahead and do this one for now. Nice and simple. Okay. Kind of missing the liberties there, but that's okay. Other things we can talk about is the fact that that needed to live. Yep. We can go ahead and poke around a little bit. Right now, I don't think there's any moves that are really large for black anymore. Losing that upper right hand was very, very big. Taking a few more points for myself, because I can. Do we actually want to take the point in of itself? I think we do. Starting to cut through and kill some stuff? Yeah, might as well. It gives me an extra like 2, 4, 6, maybe 8 odd points there. This is an Atari, so we can lean on this group, even cap it if we wanted to. Just come on out, I suppose.
10.
Yeah, so we've got really great topside. Got some decent territory here and here. Picked up a few extra points here. The points here erase this, right? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of 2. And this corner is not as large as this corner. So yeah, we're just ahead. Very, very rough estimation tells us that we're completely fine in this game. And how we got here is, again, like, this board position tells the entire story of it, right? He ran with a small knight when he can't do it. He got cut off. Needs to go back and fix his group before figuring out what to do next. This is a very large area
9、
He shouldn't be
8、
unhappy
7、
with
6、
getting
5、
this.
4、3、2、1。
And obviously, white will get something in exchange because you can't pull that much territory out of nowhere and not get anything from it, you know? So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Can I play here into here? Am I being stupid? Here into here, there, 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 there. I think this is technically fine. Yeah, that cut doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, we're okay, I think. I keep thinking that I'm in trouble.
10、9、8、7、
Yeah, I don't think so.
6、5、4、3、2。
I don't know. Poke around here. I guess we can just go ahead and fast forward to the end of the game. Very, very straightforward. Incredibly straightforward game. I will give it that. Incredibly straightforward game.
Spielbesprechung
Right.
gestartet.
So that was that game. Won by 42 points. And you can see here it wasn't because I got a few extra points in here. It's like 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever. It's very much that upper right hand side was just very, very big, and it was always going to be a thing. The game mostly started out okay. I mean, typically you're gonna want to do a back out 2 or 3 space. This is, I'm not a fan of it. I wasn't a fan of it. I got like free influence, got to expand. I thought that was great. I think he went in here a little bit too much personally. But nothing is critically bad as of yet. Again, I would probably change a few things, do some quick expanding. This is where it started getting problematic because he needs to make sure that his group is going to be absolutely fine. Maybe put some pressure on mine in exchange. Instead, he went after another large point. This is where things start becoming a problem because you can start attacking and then trying to surround the things that are trying to kill you. Or not trying to kill you, but trying to get, win the game. Here, redrew sector line. He's behind it, played away. Even if he played something like this one, it was going to be an issue no matter what, because you're just surrounded now. You gotta watch out for your groups, and gotta watch out for the small knights, because there's probably some 10 Qs going, man, Not sure if I could have been able to beat that guy, but right now, all I did was make sure that my groups were strong, and then it's like, hey, don't run with a small knight. You ran with a small knight, so I cut it. And now we're connected. I even gave him Sente. Now, again, you could do the more aggressive attacking if you wanted to. That'd be completely fine. You can more aggressively attack here as well, because still very, very weak in the middle of the board there. I thought for sure he would defend, then like I would defend. And then, I don't know, something like this would occur, right? Where, hey, we both alive. You connect up underneath maybe, something like that. Instead, he really wanted that one stone dead. Then he unfortunately missed the last chance to not be dead, which is retreat. Even there, though, there's this one into this one. Yeah, at this point, it's just very, very difficult, huh? But maybe I wouldn't have done that. So he gets to do this kind of thing. Obviously, it's still going to come at a hefty cost. But that's what happens when you leave weak groups behind, man. That is just what happens. And then, of course, there was this one. This would have been a lot more interesting. But now everything dies, and that's problematic. So yeah, that is very, very straightforward. Trying to take all the territory on the board, getting rid of all the territory your opponent has while creating multiple weak groups is just a sure way to have your own game turn very, very sad. You don't want your game turning very, very sad, so make sure you're looking after your groups, making sure they got nice, strong shape, and play those urgent before big moves. Hope you're able to take away something from this game, and as always, I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.